Last episode, we answered the carry baseline. This time, we are putting a baseline through a normal day. In this scenario, you have your Oregon CHL, you're legal to possess. You're not trying to cause problems, you're just trying to run some errands. And that is where Oregon starts testing you, because one wrong doorway can change the whole answer. Now at every stop, ask 3 things. Can the gun go inside? Can the gun stay in the car? Does the rule cover the whole property?
The first stop is dropping the kids off at school. You are in the pickup line with the firearm, staying in the car and not walking into the school. You are just doing what parents do every morning. But then today goes sideways. You're late, and now curbside drop-off is closed. So now you have to park, get out, and walk inside. That is the moment the whole scene changes. Oregon's public school rule has 2 layers: the statewide restriction and any policy adopted by the local school board. The default rule is this: an Oregon CHL normally provides the state law protection for carrying on public school property unless the school district has adopted and posted a policy that removes the CHL defense. That also matters federally because the Federal Gun-Free School Zones Act reaches K through 12 school grounds and the 1,000 feet around them. One of the main federal exceptions is a license issued by the state where the school zone sits. So, an Oregon CHL can matter twice, once for Oregon's school property rule and once for the federal 1,000-foot school zone layer. But then a 2021 law called the opt-in ban gave school districts the power to opt out of the CHL carve-out. Oregon's opt-in policy system can also reach public college campuses, which means the same basic trap can follow you from the school drop-off line to the campus parking lot. Well then, every district must have it banned, right? Not exactly. Even if the district has removed the CHL defense, Oregon still provides a defense for a lawful possessor who keeps the firearm unloaded and locked inside the vehicle. Now that answers the school property problem. It does not answer every vehicle storage question, because where the firearm sits inside the vehicle can create a separate problem. We handle that in the final episode, Driving with a Gun in Oregon. After school drop-off, the next problem is sitting on your passenger seat. An envelope. Maybe it's a parking ticket. Maybe it's a city hearing letter. Whatever it is, it has a deadline and it sends you to a government building. And this is where Oregon gets people. Because people say, government building? Like, that is the one rule. Well, it's not. Court facilities are generally off limits, even to Oregon CHL holders. A firearm violation there can be a Class C felony. Very narrow exceptions or specific judicial authorization may apply, but an ordinary CHL is not enough. City halls and county buildings work differently. A city, county, or certain special district can remove the usual CHL defense in an official meeting building, but it must formally adopt the restriction and post notice at the entrances and online. Now, after dealing with the government, you want to make the day feel normal again. Lunch. Specifically, a place that serves a cold one. But are you even allowed to drink and carry? Surprisingly, yes.
There's no way!
Oregon has no specific statute banning the carrying of a firearm while intoxicated or inside establishments that serve alcohol. But that is a legal answer, not a life recommendation. Make no mistake, law enforcement will heavily scrutinize your behavior. If you are impaired and act unsafely, you could face charges such as reckless endangerment or disorderly conduct, and the sheriff could revoke your CHL. Bars and restaurants are private property, so the owner or person in charge can prohibit firearms. Oregon does not create a separate firearm offense merely because a private business posts a no-gun sign. But do not treat the sign as meaningless. It can provide notice that firearms are not permitted and affect whether you are lawfully on the property. If the owner or an employee tells you to leave, leave. Remaining unlawfully on the premises while armed can be charged as criminal trespass while in possession of a firearm, a Class A misdemeanor. Now lunch is over. You shake off the courthouse stop and realize you forgot to mail a package. This is the part where Oregon law cannot help you. The post office is federal. Postal regulations generally ban carrying or storing firearms on postal property, including USPS-controlled parking areas. But a Texas federal injunction now protects the plaintiffs and all present and future FPC and SAF members inside ordinary post offices and on the surrounding post office property. So as of this video's upload, the rule remains enforceable against everyone else, and the case is on appeal. You should watch our full video breakdown on the subject if you haven't. Once you are done at the post office, mom has already picked up the kids, and your final stop is the airport to collect the in-laws? But they're shooters, and they're traveling with firearms. TSA says firearms have to be unloaded, declared at the airline ticket counter, locked in a hard-sided container, and transported as checked baggage only. Ammunition cannot be loose. It must be securely packaged in the original box or in packaging designed to carry small amounts of ammunition. Magazines, loaded or empty, must be securely boxed or included inside the locked hard-sided firearms case, subject to the airline's rules. Never bring it to security checkpoints or prohibited areas. Now, this isn't a rule, but it's a great tip. Always make sure to keep the lockbox key on you and be present when it is inspected. But for you, right now, doing curbside pickup outside, well, you're fine. Just do not carry into the passenger terminal at an airport covered by Oregon's terminal restrictions.
And for a second, it feels like the day is finally over. Then your father-in-law throws his bags in the trunk, taps the locked handgun case, and says, "I heard Oregon delayed the permit law. Maybe tomorrow we stop at the gun shop, or I could just leave this gun with you." That one sentence changes the entire question. The problem is no longer where the firearm can go. It is whether it can legally be yours. And that is episode 3.